WebDriver. So why do you need wait commands? So basically, web pages are going to load slowly or at different times. So we don't know when they are going to load. So in order to check the so page loading, even if it takes page loading more time, and so you want to check particular element is present or not, time is title is available or not, or a particular element is visible or not, or frames are available or not. You want to check a lot of so conditions in the web page. Then only you want to do actions. Then these wait commands are very, very helpful. So that's the question. Mainly they will ask, why do you need wait commands? So wait commands is mainly used to synchronize your WebDriver and the page. So both are in sync. Then only WebDriver can identify the web elements. So that if you want to check, so we need to understand the web elements, wait commands. So different wait commands, we need to see that. So we have basically two wait commands are there. So basically there are mainly two, implicit and explicit waits. But there is one more wait, fluent wait also comes into picture in the explicit wait. So let's understand what is implicit wait and what is explicit wait and fluent waits. So implicit wait is basically you will set the time once globally, and that applies to all the elements in the test script. So automatically it applies. One time you will specify on the top after your browser launching, then so you're so telling WebDriver, okay, so use this wait time and for all the elements in the test script till the end. So for that case, you will use implicit wait. And explicit wait means, so explicitly you want to wait for particular condition to be satisfied. In the web page, the condition needs to be satisfied. So then only your WebDriver has to continue. If that condition is not satisfied, just wait there. You want to instruct. So that kind of wait is called explicit wait. So implicit means it is internally, it will take the time that is set once for all the commands. Explicit means only the condition you set, that time is applicable. Remaining commands, it won't be applicable. Remaining lines of code, that time is not applicable. So that is called explicit wait. So that's the explicit wait means. Explicit waits are used for specific elements and conditions. So you will specify, you will tell, okay, wait until the page title appears, until wait the element present in the web page, wait until the element is visible for the WebDriver. So wait until the element is clickable or not, check first, and wait until the text is present in particular location, wait until the frame is available or not. So these are all conditions. Those conditions you want to check in the web page, then you have to use explicit wait. Explicitly you are telling how much time you want to wait. That's the explicit wait. So that is the main purpose of this explicit. So they wait until a certain condition is met or a timeout occurs before proceeding to next line. So this allows precise synchronization with elements on the web page. So that is the explicit wait means. Then what is fluent wait? So fluent waits are so basically it comes under explicit wait only. Basically it will to have the methods you can call for particular interval, or you can ignore some specific messages, exception messages, or you want to wait some time. So that all this, so methods you can use with the fluent weights. So that is the fluent weight concept. So these are all the different types of weights. So when and why weights are necessary. So loading delays. So for example, web applications may load so a little bit slowly, and dynamically they will load. So sometimes elements to be so not appearing on time, and waits ensure the script or WebDriver to wait there until that page is fully loaded. So that purpose you need it. So loading delays will be handled by these wait commands. And next, so animations and transitions. So UI animations means the phase, right? Or the images, sometimes it takes more time. And transitions means moving. So element one page to other page, or element is loading. So that may affect the visibility of element. So that time, so these waits helps the test script interact with the elements once they are available in the web page. So server response times. If your test depends on the data retrieved from the server, you should wait for that server response. So that server response wait time also you can wait for this with the WebDriver waits. Asynchronous operations. So when you are performing asynchronous actions like clicking on a button, so maybe that triggers a background process and waits will ensure that the process completes before proceeding to the next line of code. So that's all these reasons you need wait commands. So when to implement them? So identify the conditions. Just now I told, right, the conditions that element visibility, invisibility, element presence or frame is available, and so element presence, and also element is clickable or not, or particular attribute is present in that web element or not, if you want to check. So you can use that conditions we need to identify, then apply this explicit wait. Choose the right weight. So you have to choose the right weight. We have implicit weight, explicit weight, right? So you decide whether implicit or explicit or fluent weights, so which is applicable for your scenario, for your test case. Set timeout values. So you need to define a proper timeout values to avoid excessive waiting. Exactly, maybe approximately you can give how much time it will take. So that timeouts you can set it. And apply in test scripts. So integrate waits before interacting with the elements that require the synchronization. So these are so when to apply these wait commands. Now, so what is implicit wait? Already I discussed it in the beginning itself. Implicit wait means you will set the wait time in the beginning that will be applicable for a whole program. That's a wait. So implicit wait. So the implicit wait syntax is Selenium 4. This is the one. So driver dot manage method dot timeouts method dot implicitly wait of duration dot of seconds. So 30, right? So this is the Selenium 4 changes. So only one parameter. So duration dot of milliseconds, duration dot of minutes, any one. So this is basically a parameter will change, but the method is same. This is the overloading concept, method of overloading. Same method, but parameters are changing. So you want seconds or milliseconds or minutes, anything you can give. In Selenium 3, there are two parameters. One is time, and you are specifying the second, but we are not going to use this one anymore. Because we are using Selenium 4 version, you need to use only this one. Duration class dot static method. Duration class dot static method. So these are all the static methods how to call, right? So this method, you are inputting an argument. So duration class methods. So explicit wait. So explicit wait is, so as I mentioned clearly, particular condition, so it has to be satisfied. Then you will use explicit wait. So explicit wait, first explicit wait you can use WebDriver wait. So WebDriver wait equal to new WebDriver wait driver comma time you can specify. So that's the WebDriver wait, how you can so use that. So you create object reference, this object reference wait object dot until method you have to call. The until method you have to pass as an argument expected conditions class, and that static method name you have to call. So that's the thing. Selenium 4, one is WebDriver wait equal to new WebDriver wait driver comma duration dot of seconds or duration dot of milliseconds, duration dot of minutes. All this so need to be used. So any one, which type of measurement you want to use, seconds or milliseconds or minutes, or which one you want to specify, that you can specify with Selenium 4. So wait dot until expected conditions dot. This you write the static methods. I'll give you all this class static methods. So these are all conditions. So the conditions we can specify one by one. So what is anonymous object? This is the Java concept. Anonymous object, this is the with reference variable object. But anonymous object means the object which doesn't have any reference. Now this is a reference variable, right? Now this left part won't be there, only this part. That is called anonymous object. With anonymous object itself, we can call the method until method. So this is the anonymous object, and the object reference, no reference will be there. Directly object you are calling. On the object you are calling the method. But here, so you have a reference variable. On the reference variable, you are calling the methods. So this is the with the reference variable object. This is without reference variable. You are calling the method. This is all discussed in the Java very nicely, all these points. Okay, when should we use explicit waits? So basically, you want to perform some action on the element. Let us suppose click action or some Ajax actions are coming. So you don't know whether that element is present or not. You want to check that. Then go for the explicit wait. And so all this until method you have to pass expected conditions class methods as an argument for the until method. So this is the one element to be. Some of them I'm giving this expected conditions class methods. All are static methods. This expected conditions class methods you need to pass as an argument to until method. So that's what this, see that. So for until method, expected conditions class static methods are arguments. So element to be clickable. So what this will check? So it will check the condition waits for an element to be clickable or not. So whether it should be present and displayed in the web page and visible for the WebDriver, then only the condition it is checking, okay, whether the element is in the clickable state or not. That will check this method, element to be clickable. So how to call this? Wait object, WebDriver wait object dot until method and expected conditions dot element to be clickable. So you can give by dot locator value. So you can use by dot locator value. So next, text to be present in element. Text to be present in element. So you can check expected condition. So it waits for the element, so which is going to have this particular specified text. So wait dot until expected conditions dot text to be present in element by dot XPath and give the text to be found. So which text? So you want to wait. So that is all the same. Until method inside you have to write. So text to be present in element. So the element means you have to write a locator. Okay, in this locator, this text is found or not, you have to check. So whatever the text you want, give that text. So which text you are waiting for that? You wait for that. If it is available, it doesn't wait. So that's a good thing in the WebDriver waits. So if it is not available only, WebDriver will wait there the specified amount of time. If it is available, it won't wait at the specified amount of time. Immediately it will move to next line. So alert is present. So it is going to check whether the alert is present or not. So wait dot until expected conditions dot alert is present is not equal to null. That's the alert is present or not, we can check. Title is. So the expected condition waits for a page with a specific title. So whether the title is present in the web page or not, it will check. So wait dot until expected conditions dot title is. So we can page title. You can look for the page title. You can look for the page title. Frame to be available and switch to it. So all these methods where you can find. You can find them. Go to Selenium .dev. Okay. So now you can go to downloads and you can find here Java API docs. So click on that and you can click on this package and you can find classes. So all the classes. So you can look for the classes. So maybe classes overview. So all classes, expected conditions class, you have to look for them. Expected conditions. Is the interfaces, classes, expected conditions. The packages, we have to go back. I think this is available in the redefined. Before it was showing all the classes. Now they changed all these things. Support.ua, I think. Support.ua. Here only it will be there. Yes. Support.ua package, you can find expected conditions class. See, these are all the methods. So they made a bit complicated. Before it was easy. They were showing all interfaces, classes, and now they segregated everything. See, a lot of alert is present, which returns a expected conditions class. And attribute contains attribute condition. See, this is the overloaded methods. Overloaded methods. These are all overloaded methods. Attribute to be, attribute to be, and element selection state to be, element selection state to be. See, this is the by locator. This is a web element. So this is the same, but here at least one parameter is data type is changing. One parameter data type is changing. So this is the method overloading, we call this. All these are examples you can give for method overloading. See, element to be clickable, by locator, element to be clickable, web element element. See, one parameter only for both the methods, but the parameter data type is different. This parameter data type is a web element. This parameter data type is a by class. Okay, so that's how you can check this element to be clickable. So that method. Element to be selected. So element to be selected. And again, same you have frame to be available and switch to it. Frame to be available and switch to it. Frame to be available and switch to it. Frame to be available. See, 4 methods, same, with the same name, but parameters are different. So this is called another example, method of overloading. This is the best examples for the method of overloading where you applied. If they ask you, you can take up these methods and give it to, so tell frame to available and switch to it, int frame locator, string frame locator, by locator, web element frame locator. So the method name same, but parameters are different. Invisibility of all elements. Invisibility of all elements. See, so here also the method is same, but the parameters are different. Invisibility of element located. So invisibility of element with text. So in this location, this text should not be visible. It should be either invisible or not present. So you want to check that, you call this condition method. So you want to check number of elements to be in this location, you can use this method. You want to check number of windows to be, you want to check number of, so presence of element located. So presence of element located by locator, you can check this. And text to be. So you can see all this, so many methods. Title related. So title related, you can check title with these 2 methods. So URL contains, you want to check this partial URL, you can use URL contains. URL matches, you want to write it some regular expressions, you can use URL matches. You want to check URL to be exact URL, if you want to check, you can use this method. And visibility of all elements, visibility of all elements with so optional arguments and the list of elements here. Here, visibility of all elements located by this one. Visibility of element located. One element, if you want to check, you can call this. You want to check visibility of that element, you can use these methods. Okay, so all these are so expected conditions class methods. These methods you have to give an argument for the until method. So that's all the methods, how to use and what is the definition of that. You can refer this methods. So Selenium for the wait commands. Then fluent wait. So what is mean by fluent wait? So fluent wait is basically you want to configure the polling time interval and know how frequently you want to check the element presence in the web page. So you want to do that polling, and you can do that polling method is available in the fluent wait class. And also you want to ignore a specific type of exceptions, you can use this ignoring method you can use. With the timeout, you want to specify some timeout, you can use this. So wait equal to new fluent wait So this is the one you can use. So this is all the wait commands how to use. So we have seen WebDriver wait, now Fluent wait. So again, Fluent wait also you create object. So this is wait is an interface here, and Fluent wait is a class which is implementing all the wait methods. So that is how to use Fluent wait and wait. Anyhow, we are going to use them in the programs. Then you mostly will use explicit wait only. But on the top, I will specify implicit wait also. You will come to know how to use that. So what is the difference between WebDriver wait and Fluent wait? Both are classes only. Let's see. WebDriver wait is the subclass of Fluent wait. That means WebDriver wait is the child class. Fluent wait is the parent class. In Fluent wait, you have more options to configure along with the maximum wait time, polling interval, exceptions to ignore. All these methods available in the Fluent wait. So that WebDriver wait also can access, right? This is the child. So you can access all these methods also there. So wait interface. So wait is an interface. So basically, which makes all the methods related to wait. And so whether the element is clickable or not, element to be present or not, element to be visible or not, URL is present or not. So all this title is and title contains methods you can use with this wait interface. So wait interface is available in this package. So org.openqr.support.selenium.support.ui package. That's what we have seen here also. So this is the org.openqr.selenium.support.ui package. This package, you can find the wait interface. So Fluent wait and WebDriver wait implements the wait interface. That's what, right? So interface is implemented inside the classes. Now these two classes implementing the wait interface methods. So until method in the WebDriver wait. Until is an abstract method present in the wait interface. Whichever driver implements the WebDriver also must implement the wait interface. So that means, so WebDriver, wait, all these are interfaces. They must be implemented in all the classes. Which means, so all the browser classes like Firefox driver, Chrome driver, Edge driver, Safari driver, Opera driver, all these classes must implement the methods present in the wait and WebDriver interface. So wait interface and WebDriver interface methods are implemented in these classes. So until method accepts expected conditions class methods as an argument. So class must wait till the given condition neither becomes null nor false. So when they implement until method, so until method implementation must not have a return type as a void because it is going to return something. Fluent wait class implements wait interface and WebDriver wait class extends to Fluent wait class. This is called multi-level inheritance example. You can give this example for multi-level inheritance. So all Java OOPS concepts are coming up here. Okay. So please apply one by one and remember this linkage, relationships, so that you can answer any questions in the interview. So Fluent wait class implements the wait interface in Selenium. Fluent wait object defines the maximum amount of time to wait per condition and you polling interval and exceptions to ignore. All this you can do with the Fluent wait class. See, Selenium 4 changes, Selenium 3 changes. Selenium 3, this with timeout method has 2 parameters. Okay. Same with timeout method in Selenium 4 is only one parameter, duration dot off seconds and 30. So you're giving a off seconds method some parameter that is 30. So that is one. And also polling every. So in the Selenium 3, it is two parameters, but same in the Selenium 4, it changed it to one parameter. This is the changes I explained in Selenium 4 changes time also. So ignoring, if you want to ignore particular exception, you can write. So ignoring method, no such element exception. So with some message you want to write, you can write some message also. So the last important interview question, what is the difference between implicit and explicit wait commands in Selenium? So implicit wait applies to all elements in the test script. Explicit wait applies only to specific element that you specify the condition. Only for that condition that explicit wait is applicable. So second point, no need to specify expected conditions on the element to be located. In the implicit wait, you don't need to specify. But in the explicit wait, you must specify expected conditions on the element to be located. That's the second point. Third point, most effective when used in the test case in which the elements are located with the time frame specified in the implicit wait. So this is implicit wait, but explicit wait is effective when you're looking for the elements that taking more time to load in the web page, and you want to check whether that element is present in the page or not, whether that element is visible in the page or not, whether that element is clickable or not, whether the URL is available or not, whether the title is present or not. All these conditions you want to check, you need to use explicit wait. Okay, so these are the main differences. This is the one of the famous interview question. Please read these wait commands thoroughly. You read and understand that. Okay, so this is a very important interview question. Why do you need wait commands? And what is the purpose of wait commands? What are the types of wait commands? And what is the difference between implicit wait and explicit wait? So these are the common questions in every interview. Okay. Yeah. So that's all theory part. And there is one more small thing. I already explained this, how to maximize the window. So driver dot manage method dot window method dot maximize. There is one more method. So driver dot manage method dot window method dot full screen. Then how to set the position of the window. So using set position method. Basically, these are setters and getter methods are there. So setter methods will set the window size and position. Getter methods, you can get the window size and position. So see here. So how to set the position of the window? You can see driver dot manage method dot window method dot set position, new point, x coordinate and y coordinate again. So the window will set in that position. How to resize the window or window size? Using set size method, dimension arguments. Driver dot manage method dot window method dot set size, new dimension object, and you pass the height and width. So how much size resizing the window size you can do with the set size method. So this is the one of the interview questions. How can you resize the window? So you can do with this set size method. How can you get the window position? Using get position. So point P equal to driver dot manage method dot window method dot get position. So the get position will give you point object. So then P dot get X, P dot get Y. If you do, you'll get the X coordinate and Y coordinate values. How can you get the size of the window? Using get size method. Returns the dimension object. Dimension object D equal to driver dot manage method dot window method dot get size. So next D dot get height, D dot get width. So it will give you the height and width of the window. These are window related. How to resize the window, how to set the window position, how to get the window size, how to get the window position, all you can use these formulas. This is the another area where you will get at least one interview question here. So very rare case they're asking, but so go through this, the setter and getter methods. So that's all about a theoretical part. And tomorrow onwards, today we will write some programs on the getter methods we need to write, right? So let's write a getter methods, how to use, okay? And once you join back and we'll write the methods, and then we'll to move on to the next program. So all these wait commands also I'll use. Yeah. So join back and we'll